Hello students, welcome back to 3D video game design. This week we are going to be working on creating some custom animations. So what I've done is I have created a scene here. This is something I'm calling the Space Market. And right now this is just a very random scene with, we're using the Kenny Space Kit here. So there's stuff going on here. What I'd like for us to do is to liven this up by adding some custom characters to this. So what we're going to do is throw some characters in, and then we're going to create some custom animations for them. So I'm going to go ahead and go into the Space Kit, and just kidding, not the Space Kit. We're going to go into the characters, and I'm going to take this small character here. He's a little bit bigger than I had anticipated. Let's shrink this guy down. And then let's move him on top of this platform here. Okay, now let's go ahead and take the camera. We'll move it so it can see him. I'm going to rotate this guy 180 degrees on the y-axis. That way he's looking at the camera. So that way when I play the game, there he is, hovering a little bit above the platform there. So let's go ahead and just move him just a little bit. I'm going to press F to frame him. Move him down just a teensy bit more. Okay, there. Now he's got contact. Okay, so now if I look at the animations, these are all of the animations that we have so far. And these are great for most of the time, and if you can use these, you should. However, there are some times that we need to have something a little bit more customized. So if you can download something, that's great. But sometimes we just need a little tweak to it because we need something that isn't being provided here. Now, if you want to heavily get into animation, Unity is not the program for that. You want to use something like Blender or Maya 3D. But in this case, Unity does have the ability for you to create animations for your characters that we can use in a pinch. So we're just going to be doing very small things with this. First of all, I don't like that he's got this alien skin on him. I want to do something a little bit different, so I'm going to go ahead and give him a robot skin. There we go. Now, excuse me. Let's go ahead and make an animation for him. So I can go into Window, and I can open up Animation right there. Now I've got this here. The first time I opened it, it opened up in a separate window, and then I dragged it down here. So to begin animating, character small, create an animation clip. So I'm just going to create an animation clip, and it's asking me now to create a save file for that. So I'm gonna go, my project is called Space Market. I'm gonna put it into assets, and then I'm gonna go ahead and create a new folder for animations. And then I'm going to start off with something very, very simple. We're going to make a wave. Okay, so right here I have my character that's ready to move. And what I'm going to do is add property. Now within the property, I've got the animator. Now I've got all of these different things that are already on my character that I can move. So what I do, some people just highlight all of these and then just add them all. However, that's a lot to look at, so I want to only add the pieces that I'm going to mess around with. So I am going to make this robot wave with his right hand. So if you look here, I've got all of these right hand options. However, I also want, excuse me, I also want him to move his right arm and his right forearm. So let me find right arm, and I'm just gonna start with just the right arm. So I've got right arm up, down, front, back, twist, in and out. I'm gonna hold down shift so I can select all three of those. And then if I right click, I can say add these properties. Now, in order to mess with these, what I'm going to do is just adjust this. You'll see right here, nothing's happening. And the reason for that is because I am not recording right now. So what I'm going to do is right here on frame 0, I'm going to record. And you'll see that it instantly did this to him. I'm gonna move him back to where he goes. And now on the right arm, you see if I adjust this value, and I'm going to stretch this out a little bit so I can see, this is up and down. So for the right arm, I can make him go up and down. So I think for the wave, I want his right arm to be right there. Now, right arm front to back does this. And then twist in and out. Okay, now we're kind of getting to where I want it to be. Okay, so I'm gonna go back into adding properties, and now let's add the forearm on. This can get a little bit cumbersome because I have to carefully look through here. Forearm. Okay, and now I want the forearm to be like that. Now I'm gonna go back to the arm and just give it a little bit more upward motion. And then I'm just gonna adjust right there. And then let's just see, okay, that's the twist. I actually don't want that. So that's a good starting point. Now these little diamonds that are on my timeline right here, these are all keyframes. And what the keyframe is that means this is a fixed position. So when I say I would like the robot's arm to be in this position at this time, that's what it's going to do. Now, skipping to the end, I can use this one right here to go to the last keyframe. You see at 1 second, they put a duplicate keyframe here. So this is where we started off. This is our default state. If I go back to 0, it's gonna go from here to here. And what I'm saying is at frame 0, I want the arm to look like this. At frame 60, I want it to look like this. And what Unity is going to do is it's going to fill in the blanks for you and make that a nice smooth animation. So watch what happens if we do that. Okay, so I want this to be the exact same here. So actually I haven't tried this yet, but I'm gonna push Control C to copy, and then let's go to frame 60. Control V. Oh, hey, that worked. So now I've got the same thing, and what I wanna do is add an in-between point at frame 30. So at frame 30, we're gonna move the arm. I'm gonna move it down to here. Front to back is okay. Let's give him a little bit like this. No, that's good. Okay, so after half a second, he's gonna be here. After a full second, he's gonna be back to where he started. Let's see how that looks. Okay, and there's a very, very basic animation there. So let's take a look at what that looks like in the animator. Okay, so right here it says we've got an entry, and then it's going to go straight into a wave. We've done a little bit of messing around with this. So let's play the game and see how it looks. Okay, there he is. He's waving at us. So, of course, you'll want to do a more complicated animation than this. You'll want to look around at the other things that you can mess with, but those are the basics of how we make animations.